Genius ways to trim your bread intake, eat less bread tips. Are you looking to cut down on your bread intake but struggling to find ways to do so? You're not alone. Bread is a staple in many people's diets, but it can also be a major source of excess carbohydrates and calories. If you're trying to eat healthier or lose weight, reducing your bread consumption can be a great place to start. In this video, we'll share genius tips on how to eat less bread without feeling deprived. These tips are simple and practical, and can easily be incorporated into your daily routine. So, let's get started on our journey to a healthier and more balanced diet with these effective eat less bread tips. The first step in successfully reducing your bread intake is to become intimately aware of your current consumption habits. Start by tracking how often and in what quantities you eat bread over a week. Notice when you're most likely to reach for a slice. Is it during breakfast when you need a quick toast, or as a sandwich at lunch? Perhaps it's with dinner, alongside your main course. Also, pay attention to the types of bread you're consuming. Are they predominantly white, refined varieties, or do you lean towards whole grain options? This initial observation phase is crucial because it lays the groundwork for identifying specific habits you can modify. For instance, if you find that your bread consumption peaks at breakfast, you'll know that's an area ripe for intervention. Remember, the goal here isn't to judge your eating habits but to approach them with curiosity and mindfulness. By understanding your patterns, you can make informed decisions on how to adjust your diet in a way that feels both satisfying and sustainable. This awareness is your first tool in effectively managing and eventually reducing your reliance on bread in your diet. Switching out bread for satisfying alternatives is a smart strategy to reduce your intake without sacrificing enjoyment. Consider using lettuce leaves or thinly sliced vegetables like cucumber as wraps instead of traditional sandwich bread. For breakfast, oatmeal or Greek yogurt with nuts and fruit can provide a filling and nutritious start to your day, sidestepping the need for toast. When craving something hearty, look to quinoa or sweet potatoes, which offer the comfort and bulk you might miss from bread, along with added nutritional benefits. Creatively exploring these alternatives can make reducing bread in your diet an enjoyable and delicious experiment. Exploring the world of whole grains beyond bread can significantly enhance your diet's nutritional value. Start by introducing grains like barley, bulgur, farro, and brown rice into your meals. These grains add a new texture and flavor profile to your dishes and are packed with fiber, which can help keep you feeling full longer. Integrating these grains into soups, salads, or side dishes is an excellent way to diversify your meals and reduce your bread intake. This approach allows you to enjoy the benefits of whole grains without relying on bread as the primary source. Listening to your body's hunger and fullness signals is vital in moderating your bread intake. Often, we eat out of habit or boredom rather than through hunger. Start by pausing before reaching for that slice of bread, and ask yourself if you're genuinely hungry. During meals, eat slowly and mindfully, allowing your body time to recognize when it's satisfactorily full. This practice helps prevent overeating and makes it easier to identify when bread is being used as a filler rather than a necessary part of your meal. Tuning into these cues empowers you to make choices that align with your health goals. Designating specific days as bread-free can be a powerful strategy in learning how to eat less bread. This deliberate practice encourages you to explore and familiarize yourself with alternative meal options that don't rely on bread. It's not just about avoidance but about discovery, finding new favorite dishes that can satisfy your appetite and nutritional needs. On these days, focus on the abundance of choices available to you, rather than what you're excluding. This positive approach helps in gradually reducing bread intake, making the transition smoother and more enjoyable. And there you have it, folks, some genius ways to trim your bread intake without feeling deprived. Remember, it's all about finding what works best for you and making small, sustainable changes. If you enjoyed these tips, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more healthy living advice.